paint. And then I'm going to paste it. Paste. And I really like this deal they put in paint where you can remove the background. Of course, didn't work very good on that one. Let me reduce the size of that. Size. Let's do 70. Okay, so we're going to just put that there. Then I'm going to get a picture of Tiffany's foot. I'm going to put up next to it. If I can get a relatively decent side view. Let's see here. There we go. Look at that side view there. That's a good one. Okay, although you can't see the tubules, let me see if I can see one where I can see tubules better. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. That one's not too bad. We'll find one here. The better side view you can get, the better. See, I'm liking the view I'm seeing on those feet though. Another thing we did was take off that nub in there. Okay, here's a pretty good one, I think. Just a second here. Okay. Okay, I think I have one of that. Yeah, okay. So I already got one of that. So take that. Just a second. I'm getting a copy of that. Okay, so we're going to put this in here. And so,
I tried to do this also.
did you?
I did.
Okay.
It's a really good unit of measure.
Okay, so let's see. So you don't have to measure. What you're doing is, okay, so up here in paint, you've got one line that is squiggly like this. You just got to make sure that you click out of it before you try and do another line. Otherwise, it'll do this. I'll show you. It'll do this. Okay. Okay, you think you got your squiggly line and you're making it follow a deal, and you want to do another line, see, it'll move on you. So you got to make sure you got to go up and click back to the straight line and then back to the curve to do the curved lines. Otherwise, they do weird things and move all over the place. So I'm going to follow these horn tubules. I'm going to see it's not just following the the basic pattern of the horn tubules, it's also the length and the hairline. See, should be straight going all the way back. Shouldn't have any curve down here. And they should go gradually shorter till you get back to here. And they should be relatively at the same angle all the way. So if I was now, and the more better side profile you have, the better as well, because side profiles really make a difference. So much so here, I think I have a deal I can show you an example of. Um, dang, I think I got rid of that. Um, Maybe I'll find it somewhere else. I had a really good example of how people can take, we'll look at that, take photos to make a foot look better than it really is. Okay. I was looking at this gal who they think she thinks her trimming is just a cat's meow, and but she takes different angles. She take one picture, one angle of the foot before it was trimmed, and a whole different angle afterwards that makes it look better. If you take a picture from the front here, you can make the heels look better than they really are. If you take a total side view, you can see more of the reality of what is really going on in the heels. That's why, as much as possible for our evaluation, we want to figure out how to take relatively the same angle. Even if we have a bunch of different angles, that's fine. But when we're comparing, we want as close to the same angle and height of the camera as we can get. Um, because we want to be able to evaluate it honestly. Okay, so we're just gonna map out. Let's do it in blue. Okay, so we're just gonna map out the basic shape of this foot here. Okay, so we're gonna go back to here, and of course, the first thing we see is that coronary band is not straight, is it? Okay,
No.
so what do we see here? Um, we see that from here to here, these horn tubules are okay. There's two things that are going on here. You could have jamming, but chances are they're that way because look at the back of the foot. The back of the foot is pulled down, right? So what's that going to do? It's the back of the foot that is bending. Now there could be some excess growth in there too, helping it push up. Okay, because when it bends and it raises the hairline there, it is going to cause more wall to grow in down here naturally anyway and fill up the gap, so to speak. So that's the first thing. That's one of the things you can do. Always remember though, you're looking for what's going on in the back of the foot. You're looking at both horizontal growth rings, that's these here, and they're the width of the coronary band and coronary band groove, which is right behind here, and the periopal flap, or not flap, but band. So, okay, so uh, where's the heel buttress back here? First of all, in this case, we're going to look at, well, I need to annotate here. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to see here right away is that this growth ring, or the coronary band, whatever you want to call it, the periopal band that's the covering the coronary band groove of the hoof capsule where the coronary band is, we see already that it is like that. Okay, instead of straight, like this part here curves down. Well, when this curves down, what's going to happen? These horn tubules in the area of hoof wall right here are not going to, they're either not going to be the right length or they're going to be shoved under. And what you see here is that you can see where the heel is shoved under. See that? Right there. He's actually got some length of heel, but it's bent under. And you can see there's wanting to be a little crack right here too and stuff. So let's see. Okay, so that's going on. And then we see that up here, the horn tubule is that long. We're going to try and find our longest horn tubule, which would be right here. See how I'm following it? See the horn tubule there? The line? I'm going to follow that straight up. And I may come over here and find me another one. I can see one right here. Do you see this one right here? Okay. I'm going to find that. Oh, wait a minute. And try and follow it all the way down, which would probably be like that. So what area is that? Okay, well, that's right here, which it should be, they should be in alignment and shorter than the ones in the dorsal wall. See, here's the length of the dorsal wall. Okay, and so the length of this area right here, these two areas, that should be there, gradually shorter and in alignment. Instead, and so what happened was this got this way when the toe was out here a little further. See that? And so now, you would, if the toe was taken down and it came back, well, then eventually you're going to have to work it so these are going to come back too, like that. And you're going to have to grow in the heel and different things here to get this bend out of the foot to bring all this up here. Let me just, anyway. Anyway, you're working on a plan to get all these things back into alignment so that they are lined up, similar to what you're seeing here. You're going to have a straight coronary band. All your horn tubules are going to gradually recede till they get to the back of the foot, and you have at least 2 inches of heel. So this is a good thing to look at your foot to see what needs to happen. So like if I was looking at this foot, and sometimes there's no one exact right answer for the moment, and sometimes it's kind of hard to choose what to work on. Okay, but like I'm trying to think if I was looking at this foot and this was Valor's foot, um, what would I do uh right here? Okay, now another thing I noticed here, just a minute here. Uh okay. Okay, see how this foot looks straight here? A foot should look, when you're looking at it on the ground, you should, from the side, it should look straight like that. It should not look like this. Oh, that's the wrong one. Never mind. Should not look like this. See there? Um, this one here, notice. Oh, you stupid thing. Wait a minute. I'm using the wrong deal. This one here is like that. And so what I started doing was just that, just even doing that, looking at the side of your foot. And if you see it looks dipped like that, that means that it's actually too high and long. And if you leave it a little bit like that every time, it's going to cause these horn tubules to do exactly what they're doing here, which is eventually get pushed forward. So you just come in there, you look at your foot, you come in there, and as much as possible, you just want to flatten that out a little bit on the side. See, like so. And and then bevel it. And even looky there, even just taking off that much, see how it backed up these horn tubules here? Okay, they are here. Let's see. They're here, but see how much that backs it up? Quite a bit. Right here is right here. And if I take it back, just a minute here. If I take it back up to here, that takes it back that much. See, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to get all these in alignment. You're trying to get the back of the foot to stand up and all these tubules to kick back, kick back. See, these here, if they come back, they will kick the ones behind them back to where eventually they go all the way back. They'll kick this heel up and kick this cartilage up, and then you'll be more in alignment. See, See, and here's the deal too. Then any jamming that is in here, once you kind of shorten that up and bevel it, that's going to give it a chance to drop and come out of the capsule. The capsule is under constant pressure to move back where it's supposed to be because for stuff to move and be out of place, well, that's your anatomy. How much can you move your hoof capsule or your how much can you move your fingernail before it's out of place? See? And so that's all this is. They got a finger. They got four fingers, four digits. Okay, so anyway, let's look at a couple of pictures of what retracted sole looks like, just so we know, and that we know that's what it is. It's sole that was stretched out, and then the rain came, and then the walls sucked back in, and they pushed the sole back too under the foot. The stretched out sole. So it's
Linda,
yeah.
could you go to my messages and get the pictures that I just drew on that is Tiffany's pictures and share it on the group? I'm showing how much the soul ridge has began to come back.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see here. And that's
Do that without showing the
is
message.
that on yours or did you send it to her?
No, if you
See,
sent it to you.
I sent it to her and she sent it to me and I sent